This is very simple, you guys. Men should not play in women's sports. Okay? Very simple, very clear. I don't know why there's an issue. I don't know why there is a debate. I don't know why there's an argument over trans men want to play in women's sports. And we're going to talk about it. So, about the beef between Simone Biles and Riley Gaines, about the whole beef about trans man wanted to play in women's sports. Where what happened to common sense? It seemed like common sense went out the window. So we're gonna dive in and discuss about this. So welcome back to That's It. Okay, you guys, so please help me out. Please help a sister out. What is the big deal? What is the whole motion of everyone's having an issue about men playing in women's sports when it shouldn't be allowed? It's just common sense. And I just feel like the woke or the left, they want men who dress as a woman to play in women's sports. Why it can't be separate entities? You know what I mean? Why it can't have a different category for transgender men who dress as a woman to play in women's sports? Why they have to like go in and interfere and want to play in women's sports, which they know it's not right, which they know they have more advantage because of their muscle mass, their weight, their strength. It's like, why? Why try to ruin, young girls and women who work so hard to play in a particular sports, whether it's soccer, baseball, um, volleyball, hockey, boxing, whatever the sport might be. Why even try to do that? And I feel like it's just so unfair, and I just feel like it's so unjust. And I don't understand why Simone wanted to argue with Riley Gaines. Why she attacked Riley Gaines, saying that she's being mean, that she didn't have to. I'm just paraphrasing here. That she should allow or be okay with trans men and women's sports. No, she should not be okay with it. I'm not okay with it. I wouldn't be okay with it that I have my nieces or my daughter one day want to play in a particular sports and she is going to have a disadvantage, or my niece is going to have a disadvantage because there's a boy playing in women's sports, knowing that they're going to be beat by a boy opposed to their teammates, a young female. So I don't understand the argument, Simone. I don't understand why would you attack Riley Gaines for that when all she wants is just women's rights, and you're a woman yourself. And for her, Simone, who won many gold medals in the Olympics, I don't think she'd be okay if there was a man who was a woman, well, pretending to be a woman or dressed as a woman, whatever you can say. Okay, I don't think she'd be okay with it if they were playing in her sport. Would she be okay with that? Would she even win a gold medal if there was a male trans in her category? No, she wouldn't. We know it. I know it. She knows it. So if there was a trans in her sports and doing all the gymnastics and stuff like that, that man would have won. He would have won so many golds, and she probably got a silver or a bronze. She knows it. And for her to attack Riley like that is just unjust. It is just not fair. So I want to read. Hold on. Sorry, I just want to read the comment to you guys, and obviously we know who Simone is. A very, very what's the word? Accomplished athlete. She is the best at what she does in women's sports and gymnastics. She was phenomenal during the during the Olympics and stuff like that, and Riley Gaines as well. But again, there should be no beef. She shouldn't be attacking Riley. They should be coming together. Well, she should be coming together and trying to stop this, as opposed to like having a division. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be a division. It should be two women. And I'm not saying about Riley because she's all about women's sports and women's rights, and she's been very, very vocal about it. Every platform she has gone to, and plus her platform herself, her own, pardon me, she's been vocal about it that she is all about women's sports, and rightfully so, because I agree with her. I agree with Riley Gaines 100%. But I'm very, very disappointed and at Simone for her saying that and for her attacking Riley over this. And this is the comment that she made on her Twitter page. Simone, excuse me, I keep saying Simon. You're truly sick. All of this campaign because you lost a race, straight up, sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports. But instead, you bullying them. One thing for sure is no one in sports is safe with you around. Now, that this is what I'm talking about. Okay, who is talking about bullying? Who is talking about trans rights? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about their rights. We're not talking about that they should not play in sports. We're not saying that. You see how the woke is, how the left are. You say one thing and then they twist it and make it something so big that's not even necessary. That's not what she said. All we're saying and all Riley is saying is men should not be in women's sports. There's no place for it. Period. Why can't they have a different category for that? If they want to play in sports, whatever state they're in, they should write to their congressman. They should do something, make a bill to make it happen. Why play in women's sports? And that's all Riley Gaines, I'm saying, everyone is saying. No one's not saying to take women's rights away. The trans rights away. No one's not saying all that. You just twisting it to make it seem like we're anti trans, we're anti their rights. We don't want them to accomplish the same thing of us or our rights. We're not saying that, okay? Let's get that crystal clear. We're not saying that. You're twisting it. All we're saying is there's no place for men and women's sports. Point blank, period. That's it. That's it. That's all we're saying. And for Simone to say all this and that and she was a sore loser, really, that's not really nice. That's not really nice, Simone, okay? All the accomplishments and all the, their endorsements, that's not very nice because when you do to others, it will come back to you, okay? So for you to say that to Riley Gaines, it's just not right. It's not necessary. To the community, no one's not saying anything. You want to be trans, you want to dress up as a woman, pretend that you're a woman, wear pink lipstick, wigs or whatever, makeup, that's you. That's your business. That's your life. We don't care about that. We don't care, okay? What we care about is protecting women's sports. That's all we care about. You already have gay marriages. We accepted that. You have 1 month of Pride, which to me that's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, why should they get a whole month of Pride? Why it can't be a day, just like everything else is a day? 9/11, Memorial Day, 4th of July. In my opinion, and I know I'm off topic here, so forgive me, just bear patient with me. I don't understand why Pride Month has to be a whole month. It should be a day. Like, let's get real here. I feel like, in my opinion, the 9/11 people, the people that sacrificed, the firefighters, the police officers, the civilians who pull people out of rebels, they should get a month of 9/11. Memorial Day, the veterans, they should get a month for sacrificing their life for their country, okay? Independence Day, they should get a month. Why Pride should be a month, a whole month of June? That's just ludicrous and ridiculous. They got that too. They got different colors of their flags. We accept that. They change their letters, LGBTQXYZ. We approve that. Like, enough is enough. We accepted everything that you guys demanded and want, okay? But when it comes to women's sports, that's where we all draw the line. That's when we say enough is enough. Like, now you're getting carried away here. You're getting carried away. And now it has to stop, okay? Because we accept gay marriages. I love everyone. I have nothing against gay people, trans people. That's up to you and God. Not my place to judge. I don't care what you do. I respect everyone and I love everyone's community. That's not what I'm here for or what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is protecting women's rights in women's sports. And there's, again, I'm going to keep repeating myself until I am blue in the face. There's no place for men in women's sports. It's just common sense, you guys. It's just common sense. And I just feel like, again, common sense just went out the window. And then they're just twisting it and make it seem like, oh, you're just trying to, stop the trans community. You're trying to take their rights away. No one's not taking their rights away because they got so much rights already. What rights do we need to take from them? They already got their gay marriage. They already got their a whole month of pride. They got their letters. Okay, they got their colors. And now you're trying to say we should accept trans men and women's sports. How's that fair for other girls and other women? They get a disadvantage. It's not fair. It's not right. And that's what I'm saying. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. And then for, someone is that Riley is bullying, like, get serious. No one's not bullying anyone, okay? And now that you're saying all this stuff, it's backlashing on you because you look like an idiot. You look foolish for saying the things that you're saying. Attacking her and then saying that it's okay for a trans man to be in women's sports, like, I don't understand. You would think that she'd be the one to advocate against this, especially what happened to her in her situation with her gymnast who, sexually assaulted her and among other people. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, like where this is coming from. And the whole beef, how this started in the first place, what Riley commented about the Minnesota softball team, which I pulled up here, but I just wanted to tell you guys the softball team, excuse me. And it says here, okay, so Minnesota State High School Legion. So it's a softball, I can't even speak English, softball team. And one of the team is a male that is a female, well, dressed up as a female, a trans, okay? And this is what Riley commented, and that's really pissed Simone off, and this is what she said. Here we go. Okay, male softball pitcher pitch a shout out of his women's softball team to lead teams to a state title today in Minnesota. He was also named to all the tournament team. Men rules, congrats for celebrating this and making it happen. So when the whole world saw this, including Riley Gaines, she got upset. She said, this is not fair. And I'm just paraphrasing it. This is not right. So a trans man can be in a women's softball team and that's okay. It should be okay. This should be allowed. No, it should not. This is unacceptable and this is not right. Again, why they can't have a different category for this? Why they can't fight hard for that? They fought hard for gay marriages. They fought hard for Pride Month. They fought hard for all these letters of LGBTQXY. I can't even keep up. They fought hard for their pride colors. So why you can't do the same thing in your state? Why you can't write to congressmen or set up a bill to have a sport for transgender? Why not? Why even set foot or trying to even interfere in women's sports? There's no place for it, period. So I just don't understand this. Like, what is the whole purpose of this? What is to gain for trans men to be in women's sports? Why? I can tell you why. Because they know they're going to win. They know that they have an upper advantage to beat these young women and young girls that they work their butts off to be in a place where they need to be in their sports, and they have no advantage of winning. What's the point? What's the point of them, playing? What's the point of them loving the sport that they work so hard for their entire life, knowing that they're going to get beat by a man? And everyone's saying, oh, it's not about science. It's not about science. I'm like, are you serious? Like, get serious here. It's not about science. Everything has to do with science. You cannot change your chromosome. We have XY and XX. You cannot change it. Doesn't matter how you dress it up. And I don't understand, and it just boggles my mind, you guys, that people will say it's not about the science. Of course, it's about the science. It doesn't matter how much drugs you put in, how much whatever you change you mutilize your body. It doesn't matter. Chromosomes don't lie. Okay, science is science. DNA is DNA. Doesn't matter if you are a man dressed as a woman. At the end of the day, I'm going to look at you as a man. I'm not going to say you're a woman. If you're a woman, want to be a man, then you're still a woman. You still have your period. You can still get pregnant if you want to, unless you remove all your eggs and your ovaries and all that stuff. At the end of the day, you're still a woman. It doesn't matter how much drugs you pump in your body. DNA, chromosome do not go away and they do not lie. And people need to start realizing that. Period. Okay, you want us to accept you for who you are, that's fine. But you need to accept the science too, because at the end of the day, God made a man and a woman. Okay, that's it. And a man has a chromosome, a woman has a chromosome. That will never ever change. And people need to start realizing that. And it is mind-boggling, like doctors who went to school for many years and saying it's not about the science. Then if it's not about the science, please educate me and let me know what it is then. What it is. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you dress yourself up, how many surgeries you get done, you're still a biological man or a woman. Simple as that. So let me know your comments about the whole beef with Simone and Riley, and which team are you on? At the end of the day, I'm Team Riley. I 100% agree with her. I 100% agree that there should be, uh, for women's sports, it should be for only women only. It should not be a man, and it shouldn't be an argument about it. It's just ridiculous. Why are we arguing about this? This never happened ever before. And now it's like a whole argument, it's a whole thing now, which it shouldn't be. It's just common sense. And I just don't know what happened with all the common sense. Like people have lost their minds. And then they're just using it, oh, you are a transphobe, or you trying to ruin trans community, you being a bully. No, that's not all of that. And you know it too. They know it. They just use that tactic to put you down or trying to shame you or try to scare you, but it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work on some people because a lot of people know who they are and they know that it's not about that. Same with me. Even though I'm doing this topic, I have nothing against trans. I have nothing against lesbians, bisexuals, none of that. Okay, I love everyone, left and right. I may not agree of the life choices that they made, but again, at the end of the day, it's not up to me. It's up to God. I don't judge. All I can do is just pray for that person, and then God will take care of the rest. But what I cannot stand, and when I will not stand, is a man playing in women's sports. That's where I draw the line because I have 4 nieces. I may have a child one day, and it may be a girl. And if my daughter say, "Listen, mommy, I want to play in this particular sport," obviously I'm going to support my daughter. And if my daughter works so hard to get where she needs to be in that sport, and then there's a man who's dressed as a woman, how that's fair for my daughter who worked so hard for her. She's going to get a disadvantage because she's going to get beat by a man. And people don't understand that. Men have muscle mass, lung capacity, weight, everything factors to everything. This is why there's 2 different sports. This is why there's sports for men and there's sports for women. And I don't understand why people don't get that in their brain. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this whole rivalry. I hope the beef is over. I hope, Simone have some common sense and realize that what she did to Riley, it backfired. It obviously did because people are not having it. People are seeing a lot of stuff about Simone that she's probably surprised because she thought a lot of people was going to back her up and support her. Well, she thought wrong because no one's not supporting her, what she's saying, because everyone's saying that you're ridiculous and shame on you. Shame on you. And I'm saying it, shame on you. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that topic. Let me know what you think. And if you do like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. And thank you so much for watching. That's it.